March 18th, 2025. Today in Golden Corral, Belden Village. When I go to the salad bar, there's a bunch of men sitting off to the side talking. Some attorney sent out emails asking everybody to help out. They let us listen to some of this, and none of it made sense. That family's father killed that kid in that traffic accident, and someone just called her a faker months later, and so that family wants her killed. That don't make any sense. Well, that attorney said that there's no way all that stuff could be wrong with her. That some guy named Will taped her before, and she's supposed to be weird with herself, so we're supposed to help out. Okay, fucking dumbasses, we're going to listen to this, okay? Do you ever hear of fictitious emails you're not supposed to open because you got malware in them? Malware. Where they got, now that you open it, they are into your phone. They can listen to what you say. They can look through your cameras. It's called malware. The Fentanyl King, the king from Texas, a Texas group, is U.S. military Iraqi translator, went into the dark web. Malware, Fentanyl King. He's malware. It's the Florida drug cartel fooling all you. Used to be it was Steve and Eric did it before. Until Eric, November 18th, 22, jackass, came in. All the tapes before were me and not her. It was my idea to come up with it, my idea to do it, my idea to say it. For all these people turn on, they fell for it. Well, if it was only you, I could take care of it. I know it's that bad, and they still fell for it. They said June 23rd to July 4th of 23, he went to a party, was the life of the party, how he fooled everybody with his stunt I tasted before. We all about it in Hartville and up in Akron. How he made fools out of all you people. Lighthouse Tabernacle, Katie's sister Jody, and the Florida Drug Cartel making fun of FBI Agent John. FBI Agent John fell for the stunt I tasted for. Oh, you're kidding. You mean that FBI agent actually fell for it? It was only a stunt. You mean John fell for it? You mean that FBI agent John fell for a stunt of tapes before that were only a stunt? Is that what's going on? June 7th, 23, Walmart 62. The sheriffs have all this. Okay? July 9th, 23, in Trinity Gospel, the cartel was daring the FBI. The FBI wouldn't dare fix this after what one of their agents did. They dared him. I thought there'd be hailstones from heaven, SWAT teams, the bastards come past, and then made fun of them. Then people were walking around, is the FBI afraid of them? Maybe, because they didn't do anything to them. That's scary. Now, I want you to think, no attorney would send out emails asking anybody for anything. Never. It's a drug scam from the Florida Drug Cartel or the Texas group. Because following someone around and harass them is stalking and menacing. There's charges for that. And I talked to a real criminal attorney where people have said Dave hired Pete on his own and it was Pete and his men. Dave can't hire anybody. It's police and agencies only in your home under a threat of life with statements and a court order. It's the Fourth Amendment in the Constitution. You have a right to privacy in your home. You have a right to remain quiet and a right to an attorney. You also have a freedom of speech. You also have the right that no one can stop with protection, and no one can just steal your money. All this is illegal. When you realize it's the Florida Drug Cartel and the Texas group trying to make you people think they can break in. You guys are so stupid. You guys act like you can't count to 20 unless you take your shoes off. You have to use your fingers and toes. Okay? Think about this. The drug dealers could come up. We set up button cameras in your home. You did what? We taped you naked in the shower. You did what? Washing yourself. We photoshopped that in another room. You did what? You know where you're thrown up, you had bruises, and you're infected. It was us. We drugged you up and told you to say this with date rape drugs. We had you beat and raped, and that's why you had to go to the doctor. You did what? We drugged you and told you to say this and that, and that. You did what? I was really sick. I had bruises. I was infected. I had to go to the doctor. That was us. Now give us your money. Sign everything over to us or we'll put you in jail. You are so stupid. You give it to them instead of calling 911. You're actually that stupid. The drug cartel wants you to think they can be in your home. They can violate you. They can sell pictures of you naked, Photoshop pictures of you in their stocking tapes, and have their guys break in, drug you up, tell you to say something stupid, and beat and rape you and get away with it. They're federal crimes. And they can sell pornography of children using the bathroom. That's who's doing this. It's the human traffickers. There's no attorney involved. An attorney would be telling you guys to shut the fuck up. I talked to a real criminal attorney. No one could be in my home before. I've talked to the police and the prosecutor's office. It's a fraud scheme. Fraud scheme. In September 23, I am out in Akron sitting outside with my client. Some lady and guy walks by. And she's like, some of the drug dealers they hired to help watch her. Some of them don't even think this is funny. Did she do anything wrong? No. The drug dealers already confessed they photoshopped everything. Made fun of the FBI for falling for it. Are they going to do anything about it? We don't know. But none of this is funny. I even went to her ex-husband, asked him if they ever said it was a medication error. He said yes, and they did encourage them to sue those doctors for years. And he didn't say a word and let those people hurt her. Oh, it's documented in my medical record. The police already documented it. 18. 18. 18. It was medical malpractice medication errors. Officer Mark told a lady in August of 23 that is, now this is funny. Did her ex-husband defend her? Yes. We taped it. So did I. Did anybody ever speak to her? No. Then they had to frame her. It's documented and verified she was framed before. Was it the drug cartel? Yes, we've seen them. It's also documented and verified another woman was using her insurance, and it was a medication error that made her sick before. Now you think about everything that happened to me after I had all those surgeries and my muscles locked up. I went to all those crackpots that ripped me off. My whole body swelled up till they had to drain my knees. I couldn't hardly walk. One doctor's like, it's like you almost need dialysis. You have so much water in your body. Slowly being poisoned by the wrong meds. Swelling. Thyroid shuts down, adrenal gland shuts down, heart attacks, seizures, being poisoned by the wrong meds. And they're lying so bad. They're telling, I have documents where they said that I had level 2 brain tumors. They wanted to remove my pituitary gland. And Altman family physicians told me how crooked they were. That they were known for lying, ripping people off, making them sick, getting kickbacks from drug companies, and wanting to do unnecessary procedures. Get an attorney and sue them. Turn them out of state to pull their license. I was planning on suing them. But Strange pushed Danny to suicide. And I didn't get well enough, time fast enough. You know what I mean? Because I started with Dr. Eli in November of 2002. By April of 2003, I'm almost well. That traffic accident I had nothing to do with in 2003. May 3rd, 2003, Brian had to show up at our house and tell us. July of 2003, I got well. Strange didn't make that up until November of 2003, when he thought I was following Tim and Katie. I found out September 18th, 8:30 in the morning, my car was plugged from the FBI case, that they were saying that agent needs to get his facts straight before he puts his name on it. It was a medication error that made her sick before. Why did they wait 15 years? I went over and talked to him. They said Strange ordered it when he thought she was following Tim and Katie. He ordered her to be killed. No one was to say or do a thing. He ordered her to be killed, and they were to try to have her killed. And if she didn't die, they were to have her destroyed and make sure she had got nothing. Nobody was to say or do a thing until Dave said he wanted a divorce. And it took him 15 years to say it. That's why they waited. Nobody was allowed to do or say a thing till Dave said he wanted a divorce. This was over, he thought. I followed Tim and Katie, his son with his mistress, and it was my sister following her husband. If they would have realized it was Linda, they would have killed her on the spot. She would have had a weird accident. Like Josh said years ago, I swear they kill people here. They do. They've done it in front of people. Now, I want you to even think of their scam. And they didn't really think out their scam. They go in to a federal FBI agent's office, okay? Tell them they've been trying to murder somebody. Flat out, they're trying to kill this person, okay? And they're doing it because their minister called them a faker and their father killed their son. But we were still grieving, even though her father killed their son in a traffic accident, vehicular homicide, speeding at a high rate, blow through a stop sign semi. He gets ripped into pieces and the kid gets ejected and slammed on the pavement and killed instantly. Her father murdered her son. And I'm at home, have nothing to do with it. And somebody makes up a mean lie on me 6 months later, had nothing to do with them. Nothing. But they have their own occult following that people worship them. Oh, you said what he... Now, the person, me, did not offend them at all. Didn't have anything to do with anything. But the minister thought I was following his son. So he had to make up something, said, oh, you're faking through the last 4 or 5 years. Like a criminal attorney, you can't fake that shit. I'll be down in a minute. You can't fake that shit. He makes up an unbelievable lie. And they're like, that offended us. It had nothing to do with them. But they needed an excuse to get those people to jump in. And they worship them like a god. Oh, what he said about her offended you? We'll kill and destroy her. That's a psychotic thinking. They walk into an FBI agent's office, tell him they're trying to murder this woman because her minister called him a faker 15 years ago and her father murdered her son and she had nothing to do with it. Her father commits vehicular homicide. She's not even there. Blows through a stop sign at high rate of speed, hits a semi. He's ripped into pieces and the kid gets ejected, slammed onto the pavement, and he's dead. It's her father's fault. He'd be in jail today for that murder. Her father murdered her son. And Strange making up a shitty lie to get rid of me had nothing to do with them. It's pathetic. Nothing to do with them. And it's pathetic they'd reach over and want any kind of sympathy out of it. But they have an occult following. People that worship them, what he said about her offended you, we'll kill and destroy her. Well, how about? That's why they did it. They used their family tragedy to kill and destroy people. And you don't think that agent's seen that? And then the scam of having some dirty doctor that's part of people trying to kill and destroy this poor person, having them drug beaten, raped by the cartel, drug for fake confession, photoshopping, washing, and drug cartels tapes? Huh? Trying to think they could fool a federal agent? With a drug scam? And then a dirty doctor being part of that and selling kiddie porn of little kids going potty by the cartel? My God, and he just alone being seen with them, that he's an accessory to those crimes. And with breaking HIPAA violations, he didn't work for me. He worked for them. And they didn't think that there would be anything trustworthy out of his mouth. Think about it. He didn't work for me. He's breaking the law coming in there. He's breaking HIPAA laws, right to privacy laws. Your medical information is private. They could never testify in court. They could never say anything bad about you or anything about you at all, good or bad. They can't say nothing. They can't even admit they've seen you without your consent. They can't testify. They are to do no harm. They lose their license, 1 to 5 years in jail, $250,000 fine. You can sue them for compensation for $1 million. It's like, give me a name. Karen wants to be rich. Oh, the cult paid off a dirty doctor to write up she was insane. The dirty doctor is going to have a long time in federal prison for writing up fraud. You have to be in a state psychiatric hospital, and when you're released, you have to have a competency hearing. And that you have a right to an attorney, a right to your own doctor. We live in the United States of America. You can just pay somebody off to smear someone. And insanity is not curable. You either are or you're not. Your brain's damaged. You have to have a judge. You have to have a guardian, a social worker. You're put on disability. They shut down your credit. They pull your driver's license. You're lucky to work a day. You have to have ongoing mental, your brain's damaged, so you'll be continuously in and out of psychiatric hospitals, ongoing treatment. Your brain's damaged. It's not repairable. You just can't write up something fake on somebody. I had that lady using my insurance before, and you got to think, that was probably one of Dave's girlfriends. Was probably one of Dave's girlfriends. Because that heavy-set, white brown woman showing up at the factory 9 months later, after we got married, then also all these medical bills, hospital stays, even using my prescription card, Dave had to give it to her. Like I said, when I'm 18 and stupid, they're trying to break us up. Some lady's got your identity, doing identity fraud. He gave it to her. You know that, right? Not a stupid little 18-year-old girl anymore. He wanted a way out of the marriage. She's probably one of the girls from Barb's basement, where he didn't want to stay at home because Marjorie has Parkinson's and cries, so he stays here or at John Cowgill's. Come home and prayed women in and out of my basement having sex with him. I hated it. Glad he finally got married and settled down. I wish I would have known that before I married him. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, 9 months later, this lady shows up at the factory. Told my brother, get me proof. He sat saying, they're all lying. There's no woman like that. But then some woman's using my insurance ran up $50,000 to $100,000 worth of copays. Over 15 years. You think it's funny? Defrauding somebody like that? And then you think, what? Like they said, even an investigator, David in that church was setting her up the whole time she was married, letting that woman use her insurance. It is documented and verified by the police that half my medical records are hers. Because I'll tell you what, she couldn't even have stayed in a state hospital. She couldn't have had a competency hearing. Why? Because I would have had to been notified and my license would have been pulled. Those people can only have state IDs. I want you to think about it. I work for people like this. I want you to think about that. They can't just write up some thing like brain tumors and the person don't have them. Epilepsy, MS, and the only thing was wrong with me was my muscles locked up. And they're saying they had some dirty doctor in the cult's pocket writing up more fraud. It's automatically fraud. You don't have to defend yourself to fraud. Somebody dirty in somebody's pocket. You didn't think that agent realized they worked for the cult? Like the police said, we all know none of Kieran's doctors could even go in and talk to Will. That'd be illegal. Think of that one. HIPAA, 1 to 5, $250,000 fine. And I can sue him for $1 million compensation for talking about me. See where they run around, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. You ain't going to do shit. In the right before Christmas in Belden Village, some guys were walking around. We found out how evil those churches are here. Somebody thinking they can have somebody killed because somebody called them a faker 6 months after a traffic accident they had nothing to do with. And they wait years to hunt them down. And how evil that is. And some former agent is stealing from government funds, from cases, and selling government technology. Yes. I thought the FBI, our great FBI in the United States, some McCall and Cartel mocks them that they made fools out of them. I thought they at least pay care of them. I thought they had more integrity than to turn the victims back over to cartels. They got a lot of people off this case, though. You still owe me a lot of money, FBI. Needed to help my children. I earned it 100 times over. It wasn't one of your agents in the trenches. It was me. under police surveillance. Marshals used the case that agent opened and got thousands, saved hundreds of people. I want you to think about that. Karen around the house, Karen's Well, FBI informant. It's in Stark County Courthouse between September 23rd of 2018, October 3rd of 2018, about that time. Protected custody, threat of life, attempt of life, money and immunity, ordered by a judge. The agent took my money. He told on me for calling the FBI, admitted on a recorded line. Did it? He told on me in front of hundreds of people, in front of the police. All the police know they told on me. Admitted on a recorded line. He met with all of them. Acted like an insane nut on that phone call. Confessing he met with all of them. Act like he was going along with it. Told the police he was just act that way to trick the drug dealers. Made fun of me for some guy named Pete, how he's framing me. Now I didn't know, and some dirty doctor selling information. The whole thing is so absurd. It's ridiculous. It's the biggest fraud scheme in the world, and one that would never fly for anybody. Like the prosecutor's office, it's a fraud scheme. The whole thing's fraud. It made me beg for my life, and after he confessed, he's talked to all those people and told all of them I called the FBI. Their agent told on me. He's the one that told first, before I was an informant. And then list me informant and try to say I couldn't say anything. I had some idiot say, Agent John said she couldn't say anything. That's it. Oh, you mean former fired Agent John that got fired for letting me get hurt in 18? That has no authority. That admitted he did all this because he thought I threatened Michelle and found out I didn't even know who she was. December 18th, 24, Walmart 62. December 18th, 24. They have a video of him. They said that was the agent on my case. Came in, he announced even he was in it with the drug dealers making bets over me. He's the one selling government technology. His own confession. He let all this happen because he thought I threatened Michelle and he found out I didn't even know who she was. Till January, February of 19, I still never talked to her. It's that sick. Him and his daughter came up with a scam, tricking everybody into helping them steal government funds in front of people. Sheriffs or the marshals need to arrest him. He's a former agent, and he confessed. I'm going to upload this.